That heifer right there just don't even care.
Save yourself now.
We're starting off on the right foot tonight.
I hit the wrong button again.
Mm-hmm.
But moving on right off the beginning.
Yeah.
Hope everybody's having a fine Sunday evening. We're working through it. This cold weather has brought on the change, undoubtedly.
It's made the brain fog even worse.
It has.
It's terrible.
But, yeah, hope everybody having a fine Sunday. I know we all fitting to be showing us freezing, if you will.
Miss Jane said earlier they're getting round 2 of like heavy sleep on top of what they got this morning. It already froze.
Oh, really?
They're getting more on top of it.
A
lot of people are. Keith Spillman was saying it was fixing to get really bad up there.
Lord knows we'll add folks to the prayer list, but I was watching these meteorologists here on YouTube and bouncing back and forth. But undoubtedly, like Oxford, Mississippi has been hit real hard. And for us Southern people, we showing up don't have the means to deal with these ice storms.
I think somebody on Facebook was calling it the ice apocalypse in Mississippi.
What we were seeing, it's looking pretty bad. People gonna be without power for a while, this and that. But any of y'all dealing with this mess, and if your power's going, thank the Lord that you got something to keep warm with, because there's a bunch of folks out there that, if you got a chimney in your house nowadays, you're kind of doing something down here, but it ain't like it used to be. Everybody either had an old wood stove and chimney. So a lot of people just depend on this electricity.
Keith said they dodged a bullet, no freezing rain, just a lot of sleep.
Well, good deal on that.
Yeah, like we were at 71 this morning at like 6:30, 7 o'clock. And it's supposed to be 24 tonight, something like that.
What just took
25.
like this. I thought I was going to be behind on something because yesterday we was doing some work over at Hannah's daddy's house, trying to re-roof his house yesterday. And I have one thing to do with the bees out there. And whenever we got home yesterday evening, I don't even know what time I fell asleep in this recliner, but the sun was still up.
It was out about 10 minutes to 6. I didn't have the heart to wake him up.
And I knew this morning I got up about, 5:30 or so, and it hit me, man, you didn't put that quilt box or chaff hive or chaff box on that one colony of bees, because we got one colony of bees that, buddy, they building the condensation in there. And I was like, well, we're going to try it out, see if it's a safe one. But I've been telling her for the last couple of days I got to do that. And the long story short on that is about 9:30 this morning, was finally able to get out there to them. And I threw one of the old El Cheapo veils and jacket we got from the old days. I didn't feel like
the puppies.
Oh, they had a moment.
Yeah, they had a moment.
But just to do that quick little, all I did was pull the lid off, put the quilt box on with a lid. That's pretty well it. And I was sweating because it was just so hot and humid outside.
Well, I bet you that humidity was 99%.
Then it wasn't a couple hours later, buddy, when that front moved through, son, it moved through with some gust and everything slamming against the house, this and that. But we got to watching the local weather and seeing what the tornado situation was looking like. And we're about 30 miles north of Mobile. downtown Mobile. Correction, 35. And that difference, the weather guy was like, hey, they named our local community here. And it was like, oh, up here in your little community, it's 40 something degrees. And downtown Mobile, it was literally 73 degrees. And that
Even Laura was talking when she got out of the car because she wore a t-shirt up here yesterday. Got out. She was like, gosh, it's so much colder here.
yeah, but y'all was like, we're gonna have to bundle up for a few days.
Jasper?
Well, I got a second. Let me run it through and holler at everybody right fast, and we'll get into where we're gonna go with beekeeping. Hallelujah Bee Farm, Pastor Jared, Miss Jay, and Miss Lee Owen. Good to see y'all. Got in here first this evening. Mr. Randy, good to see you, Captain. And any of y'all interested, if you're Mr. Randy's neck of the woods, y'all holler at him if you want to get you some boxes waxed dip. He's fixing to crank it up, I think, sometime next month. But y'all reach out to the Tar Heel Beekeeper, and if you're close by, y'all go holler at Mr. Randy. He'll get you fixed up. Grayson, good to see you, man. Mr. Larry Gandy, I got a little piece to show y'all. Mr. Larry sent me early yesterday morning. Talking to him for a few minutes. But if you listen to Captain, I hope y'all get that fine buck out the woods. You can catch us later on the replay. But we hope you, like I say, get that big old buck out the woods you and your nephew's looking for.
That's worth missing the live stream.
It is. He said he got him a good doe. Mr. Larry did. Go ahead and just knock it down, Jasper.
Okay, let me make some room real quick for the start of the show.
Yeah, the start of the show's got to get up here. Lord of mercy. But anyway, he said he got on a little of doe. Got some meat for the freezer. This and that. Where did I leave out there? Mr. Larry Gandy, Mike Tangway, good to see you. Dennis, good to see you, brother. So I hate to hear about the bad weather episode in your neck of the woods too. Hopefully that insurance company gets you lined up with everything. Mr. James Knowles, good to see you. Chris, Clay, good to see you, Captain. I don't miss anybody here. Mr. Russell Amos, good to see you, sir. Lee over there. Thank you much for helping out last week, Lee.
Yes.
Couldn't have made it as professional as we did. I gotta say, y'all made me feel good last week with the professor stuff. And have I got a show for y'all coming up?
Eat it up, y'all.
I appreciate y'all staying with me. Kept your textbooks open. Y'all wasn't throwing paper airplanes and spitting spitballs across the room. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was tuned in, and I appreciate you. Let's see, we got Mr. Randy there. Keith's filming up there in the pine country, but it's covered in sleet right now.
No, he said they did get sleep. No.
Brian and Miss Kathy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Be the other stars of the show.
Yeah. Now we got a story for y'all from them two here in just a few minutes. When I figured out, I'll just tell y'all this much. Brian and Miss Kathy, I picked that thing up and I looked at it and I was like, oh, okay. Because I thought it was one thing. And then when I opened it up, I realized. I was like, oh, yeah, okay. But anyway, we'll get to that in a minute. Let's see, we got Brian and Miss Kathy there. Bucks Bees, good to see you. Blaine with no E, one of them Texicans out there. Good to see you, Captain. Mr. Dan Weaver, I got some old Bee Journal stuff for you here in just a short one. Who else we got here? Mr. Russell Koopman, Miss Sharon. Lord willing, we'll see y'all here in a couple of weeks.
I hope so.
Look, with all due respect, y'all please keep the snow up there this time. Pretty please.
I Always keep bringing it with you as much as they've been yakking about we're going to get snow down here.
Hey, they jawing about it next Saturday, maybe down here.
I'm not holding my breath anymore.
Let's see, I got Blaine there. My deal kind of messed up on me. Russell Cooks and Blaine.
Blaine said he got snow. Chris, how are you doing?
Jack and Danae.
The fun name, Chris just came.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah.
How you doing,
We
bro?
didn't worry about you.
Uh,
It's good to see you.
let's see here. How's Jack doing, Danae? Hannah don't ever tell me nothing.
Me and Mr. Donnie had this conversation the other day, and Mr. Donnie's hypothesis is it goes in one ear and it bounces around like a ping pong ball, trying to make up its mind which ear it wants to come out of without it ever sticking to nothing.
Them two don't know if they're talking. Y'all don't. Who else I see?
Mr. Russell Koopman said it finally got above 0 for the first time in a while today.
Ooh. And we thought our wind chill was supposed to be like maybe 5 or so in the morning or Tuesday morning. One of them. Buttermilk B, Joey, good to see you. Yeah, as far as the wind chill, we're only supposed to get down to like the low teens, something like that. Far as cold. Mr. Mark Miller, hope you're doing well, Captain. If you're on the highway, we appreciate you. Stay safe out there on all this mess going on.
Janae said Jack's real good.
Jack's doing good. Right. Yeah, there we go. Mr. Bill Lee, good to see you, Captain. Chris the Bug Man.
Castle House, Brian just came in too.
Brian, Castle House. How's your wife doing, man? If you can let us know anything. All right. Hope I didn't miss anybody. Brian and Jen getting in here.
Mr. Russell said we don't even worry about wind chill here. It's too depressing.
Yeah. Shoot, I can imagine.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, we're spoiled to our warm weather, and when this mess happens, it's a shock.
Devastating.
The state shuts down. You know, I think Kay Ivey, or Mama Ivy, as we call her, she's our governor. But I think she declared a state emergency for most of Alabama. Well,
good deal,
Brian. Get that there.
That is good to hear.
Awesome, indeed. Yes. Lord, yeah, it's a shock to the system. Let me get you turned around right there.
People on the Book of Faces were making fun of people like we're gonna kick back with the popcorn and watch the poop hit the fan in the South when the ice and snow comes down here.
Oh yeah.
And everybody goes into pandemonium.
All the Dollar General sold out yesterday, I can guarantee you. Every Piggly Wiggly probably didn't have no milk, bread, bologna.
Or toilet paper.
For us down here.
Yeah.
Y'all have at it, because I would too.
You're going to be hard pressed to find beanie weenies too.
Yep. Are you beans and bologna? Y'all remember that?
Oh my God.
Barnhill Bee Farm. Good to see y'all too. Before I get too far, but
Brian says they won't break 16 degrees.
Good grief.
I'm not built for that.
I think our highs were going to be like in the 40s, but our nights are going to be in the 20s, and I think maybe tomorrow morning I'll be in the teens. But out there with our little old bunch, everybody's snug as a bug, and we'll see how it goes. See how it treats them.
Chicken and macaroni. Yeah.
The 4-man steak. Hey, it's good too, especially fried. If we own that bologna. But we have not moved into the food portion yet. Can't divert already. I heard that, y'all. Brandon's in. I'm working on a couple of infusions tonight.
13 degrees. It's coming here, but I ain't looking forward to it.
Mm-mm.
Not at all.
Castle Hives, they bake and brew.
Mm-hmm. I thought about baking some today, but yesterday, I just didn't have the energy.
Have you got sourdough bread recipe?
The recipe, I just don't have any started on.
Oh. I may put a little something in my brain there, Brian. Appreciate it.
Making some sourdough.
I think so. That sounds pretty good. She does she does real good on just regular homemade bread.
Well, you said you can't beat fried spam.
I like spam too. I know
Well,
some people
yeah,
like
I hear every once in a while. I don't mind some fried spam. It's not something I want like every day, but I can handle it once in a while.
makes a good sandwich.
Mm-hmm. And we're back.
Back to food. Yep. Well, you want to do the prayer list, then we'll get into this. I love y'all's gift from Brian and Miss Kathy. I think y'all will too.
Show you what we got in the mail.
We'll talk catching bees during a honey flow out of the old bee journal, and undoubtedly an incident that happened in the 1800s with
Banana bread sounds good.
some
Good
banana
hot
bread.
banana bread. Good. Fresh out of the oven.
I'll hold it pretty in the show.
Mr. Dan's wife is making banana bread right now.
Look, Blaine's gonna be hungry as all get out. We ain't even got 45 minutes into it, Blaine.
Let's do the prayer list.
Get your Dr. Pepper. Go ahead.
All right, Mr. Martin, Miss Crystal, Mr. Pat, Miss Deb, Mike Tangway and his family, DC's mama, Philip's mama, his friends BJ and his wife, our favorite Miss Leona, Steve Amos's father-in-law, PJ Hanley, Sarah and her family, Mr. Randy's mother-in-law, Miss Janae Wood, Kenneth and Chris Wilkinson, Redfish's wife, Miss Janet, Kenneth Allen, Rodney Middleton, Dan Garrison's daughter, Miss Jolynn, Clay's grandbabies, Keith Larimore's cousin, Russell Amon's wife, Miss Brenda, Lee's mama, Miss Brenda Johnson, Barnhill and his family, David Hoskins' granddaughter Emma, Greg Dunn, Phil Kent's mama, Mr. Russell Koopman's granddaughter, Tim's brother Jamie, Mr. Dan Weaver and his church, Shaw Wee, Jen's dad, Gary Stewart, Michelle Gurley, Lisa and Miss Renee is doing so good now to take her off the list.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a praise tonight. Castle Hives Brian and his family.
Another praise.
Yes, big one. Lane's great nephew. That was our praise last week.
Yeah.
The baby went home. He's still doing good, Blaine. I hope. Let's see, Miss Pam, Mr. Dan's nephew, the Terry Harris family, Miss Kathy Baker's great niece Haley, the Murray family, Lee's cousin Stephanie, DC's friend Miss Bree, our nation's service members, Shauna and her family, James Knoll. Mr. Randy just texted and said he was well enough to be taken off.
Mm-hmm.
So there's another praise. Keith Larimore's mama, my brother Jacob, James Pell, Miss Kathy Baker's great nephew Justin, and then all the people all over this country suffering in this storm tonight.
Oh, yeah.
So if I left anybody off, y'all please let me know.
Well, y'all know the spiel. If there's anybody we need to add to, the ones that we've got several praise reports. I'm missing him. So thank you, Lord. And I mean that. Thank you, Lord.
Jack's doing good. Sarah got her channel back.
Rodney's did 16 cutouts this month, and he's got 12 swarms already.
Yeah,
He just got in here.
I did.
Yep.
Oh, that's two coming in.
Me again, Joey, rolling on in.
I saw Joey.
Good to see you.
Oh, 10:30 tomorrow morning. We will sure be praying for you, James.
Sure will, bro.
Hopefully
that'll get you to feeling better on things.
I hope so.
But yeah. Hold on, let me go back up here. What Mr. Dan Weaver said, we're betting 5 pastors this month, so things are proceeding well. Yeah. We ain't long had to go through that ourselves.
There's Redfish.
Oh, God. Good to see y'all, man.
How's Miss Janet?
Yes.
Well, there's Mr. JW too.
And JD.
All kind of people coming in.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody hanging out this evening.
Oh, tomorrow's Mike's birthday. Happy early birthday, Mike.
David.
It's oh, there's a. Hold on just a second.
We hold this.
Well, that Bugsby's asked to add as well.
Bucks is getting y'all down on the list right now, Captain. Surely we'll do it. So prayer for my wife. We found out in May she has cancer of esophageal and esophagastric that has to do with the junction at the box of the esophagus and stomach. Chemo every other week.
Well, I'm sure we had y'all to prayer list.
Redfish says Lieutenant doing very good. Thank God, never more prayer.
Good deal. That's awesome.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Well, it's just a night for good news, ain't it? That's awesome to hear. So we're still gonna be praying for y'all, but that's really, really good to hear.
Well, before we get into beekeeping histories,
Y'all wanna see what we got in the mail?
oh,
I love it. It's gotta be one of my favorite things we've ever gotten from somebody in YouTube.
here,
And it's my very first one, y'all. I finally made it. I made it.
She finally got her one.
I did.
And it's 100% thanks to Brian and Miss Kathy. And I'm glad Joey's in here, and especially Lee and everybody else that drives on this.
He thinks this is going to make y'all leave him alone, but I don't care. I'm just happy. I can say I have one now. Even though I can't use it, I can say I have one.
No, you can use it. You can play with it if you want.
I can play with it.
We can put this to rest finally.
It is a dishwasher, y'all, but it's a miniature 3D model dishwasher.
For the ones of you.
It's got racks in it and everything.
Let's see here. Bingo. Look at that. Let me put that down.
I loved it. I could not believe it.
We're going to try to figure
Joey
out
said
something.
it's for a dollhouse. It's custom made, Joey. It's custom made.
Yep.
Well, he said that's the energy efficient model.
My man. You thinking right on the same track with me.
Yeah, I loved it. I about fell out. And it came in the mail so late. Friday night. We didn't even get it till I opened it. My daddy gave it to me when we got over there. I made breakfast and took it over to do the roof. Lee said he's got to eat off the plates that fit in.
When I starved to death on that little bitty thing.
At least that one won't break down or leak on your floor.
Oh, we got a great kick out of it. Brian was
I
got that.
loved
We did.
it. I absolutely loved it. You better get going installing that beauty.
Hey, and I'm gonna do just like Joey Rawls that tagged us on the Book of Faces. I'm gonna cut out the countertops right there. That way, all she gotta do is just push a button.
Joey
She'll
said
get
there might be a button somewhere to make it full.
Hey,
I wish DC was in here to see it.
well,
Have to leave it by the chair.
it could be one of them, like some of those kids' toys. If you put it in water,
It grows.
it'll grow into a full size dishwasher.
I don't know, but I love it either way. Y'all don't know that. That made my day.
It was
I
good
absolutely loved it.
because when she first opened it up, she was like,
I didn't know what it was.
and neither did I for a second. And I was like, is this some kind of different style beehive? Then I opened it up. And when I opened it up, I seen the racks in it. And I was like, bingo. Boy, them jackers hit it good right there. And I told her, I said, you know what that is, don't you? Don't?
I didn't get it at first. But when he said it, I about fell out.
Good stuff.
Ain't no
Good
way.
stuff. So,
That was great.
thank y'all.
Very much. That's going on the shelf up there with the stuff your daddy built.
Or we'll try to see if we can put something in the background back here. So next time the dishwasher comes up, all I got to do is go right there by old Yosemite or something.
I love it. Hopefully Brian has you covered when Hannah wants a new cart.
Yes, sir.
Oh my word. That was great.
Yep.
Not even taking much to make my head start hurting from laughing again. As much laughing as we did yesterday.
Yeah, I hope y'all wasn't afraid if it was going to hurt our feelings or anything.
No,
not at all. We're not those people. We like to joke and cut up and carry on. So, yeah, good stuff. But other than that, beekeeping land around here shut down like everybody else.
Yeah. It's gonna be so cold tomorrow. I'm gonna be hibernating.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get nowhere, y'all.
Oh, it's so cold.
Oh,
Bill can't put a post on Facebook. His front door camera went off.
I think that's a joke.
Really?
I think
I
so.
thought that was real.
No.
Man, I was thinking it was real.
I mean, it could be, but I think
It looked real.
Uh,
Whatever. I hope he didn't get me on that one because I thought
He
it was
probably
real.
where's Todd at when you need him with
For
the
real.
eggplant honey?
Mm-hmm. It looked real. Unless it's somebody else's and he stole it and made him change.
Somebody from Alaska up there.
Whatever. He needs to put a red flag when it's sarcastic.
Mr. Roy, good to see you, sir. Oh, it won't take much to feel that thing, Mr. Will. Collector Rick, good to see you, Captain. Man, I always study in a stack of silver, gold, and honey.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you're going to make your money.
He's got a point.
Yeah, he does. But, I guess kind of kill some of the dead air because, I mean,
there's nothing to talk about.
Yeah, we all in the same boat right now. The only other thing that I guess big project we need to do before too long is wax foundation, and that's going to be pretty well the extent of us to get everything ready. Went and checked the boxes up at the old place the other week. All that looks okay. Get ready for swarm season, see how that goes. Seen old Phillips building, he done built 6-8 boxes. So if you ain't got started on your boxes yet, I guess that'd be a fun little project to do.
I don't know. Never a whole lot. But being locked in from all this cold and snow, good time to knock it out.
Especially if you got a heater in the garage or wherever you can work at in the shed.
Did you see Mr. Martin's video? I
Mm.
think it was Mr. Martin Miller. But he was like working, scraping some frames and stuff in his honey house, I guess. Because it's like where he's always at when he comes on camera. But he panned around and showed his wood burning stove, and it looked some kind of toasty.
Oh, I bet.
Mr. Roy said the tomato gravy ain't his cup of tea.
No, you wasn't for it, huh?
It tastes better than it looks. If you didn't try it, I don't know. He said he looked it up.
Oh, yeah, give it a shot. Salt and pepper,
I know it ain't
good
much
taste.
to look at, but it is really, really good.
But yeah, get it to your likings, your taste, however you like to do your gravy. Just put your tomatoes in there and put it over some good old homemade biscuits and get after it. Who else I see moving in here? Ann, good to see you back. Appreciate you. All right, where was I going? The old timey bee journal. I think.
Brian's in here. He's your best student.
And Mr. Dan.
Yeah, Mr. Dan.
Yep. I forget what volume this one is, but it's from 1889. How the old timers would. The headline is "Hunting Bees and Trees During a Honey Flow." Not during so much a swarm season, but if you're trying to find wild bees out in the woods, and everything kind of seems to fall back on one pattern of where to track the bees, kind of thing. But hunting bees in the trees during the honey flow. If L.J. Clark, gentleman that wrote in a while back, a good while back, saying if L.J. Clark will go along streams of water, he will find bees gathering water. And if there aren't any bees in the vicinity, then watch the course they go, and it will not be much trouble to find them. There's several different little paragraphs in here, people saying this, but another individual in regard to hunting bees during the honey flow, I would say go where you have reason to think the bees are and find them at work on water. When they leave the water, they won't circle, but go straight to the tree. Generally, they get water at the nearest point. So if they're within a mile from tame bees, you'll have less chance of getting into your tame bees. And you'll catch more of a wild bee if you're a mile from an apiary, which I say. If you don't get the line the first time, just wait. The bees will come back to the same spot that they was before to come back and reload. They saying it's a very poor season that year, 40% lost with winter and a few swarms this season, small honey crop and poor prospects. And that was in New York back then. And this is the one that's kind of lengthy, but it's got more explanation to it. Referring to Mr. Clark's call about bee hunting, I will try to explain to him.
Ryan said you find the tame bees the tame way.
The tame way. Mr. Clark's call about the bee hunting, I will try to explain to him about my methods. I have traced bees 3 miles and have found them in trees. First, take a box the size of a cigar box. A cigar box will do. Cut a hole in the bottom about 1 inch square, then place 2 wires through the box about halfway between the bottom and the top, and place the bait on the wire. Then take a glass for a lid and put on top of the box. Take the box, and when you see a bee on a blossom, place the blossom in the hole of the box, and the bee will go into the box thinking it can go right up and through. When you have about 12 in a box, take it out into an open field, set it down quietly about 4 feet above the ground. watch through the glass until the bees begin to work on the bait in the box, then lift the glass lid, which will leave them ready for which will have them ready for their home. Lie right down below the box. Say lay down, look up in the air. Lie down right below the box so that when the bee starts out, she can now see her circle 3 or 4 times. Then she will make a straight line for the home. So when they're gathering water, what they're saying, they'll just make a beeline back and forth. But if you're trying to catch them out in a field on a blossom or something like that to see where they're going, that's where they're saying you can lay down, and whenever she comes out, she will she'll get her bearings 2 or 3 times, then she'll carry on to where she's going. Then she will make a straight line for her home. The bait is some fresh honey with about half fresh water with it. Make it about half water so it will be nice and thin, almost like water. To about half a pint of bait, add about 3 drops of golden tincture, or I'm not sure about this one, or ether, and I will guarantee any bee to work on this bait in any time of the year. An empty comb is best to put on the bait. I would like to hear Mr. Clark and see how things went for him on it. There was another one I was going in here because I was talking about that. You remember we got into the anise about how the other dude was pouring wax on rocks and putting that oil of anise and going that way. Where is that at? I have a letter written from Mr. Clark. I do not know whether I can help him or not in any way. Bees sometimes work on honey in the afternoon, even when the flowers are plenty. I think I would start them in the afternoon, and they will probably work back to the honey in the morning. If he uses honeycomb in his boxes, as I understand from the letter, he might try instead an old brood comb in his box and use a little extracted honey diluted about 1/3 with the water. Bees will not work if caught in the buckwheat in the morning. I do not know whether they will from white clover or not. Oil of anise is generally used to call bees, but it is, in my opinion, it is only used to aid bees in finding the honey when coming back by its strong odor. Never put oil of anise in honey or in the box. Bees would leave immediately. I have found 2 to 3 bee trees so far, and without hunting them, I've caught 5 or 6 swarms in decaying hives sitting in the woods. Bees have not swarmed this season, and it just kind of gets on to the season he did. But what I got from that is you had that pattern of, I know many of y'all probably seen Mr. Tom Seeley whenever he's out in the field and he catches the bees and he goes to the bee tree in the field. But I guess if you don't want to do all that sitting out in the field, undoubtedly, the way these old timers is talking, find a little old stream of water somewhere. If you're looking for wild bees, I can see myself going out in the woods looking for some bees. No problem. As much as I love just being out in the woods, kind of thing. But undoubtedly, the best way is what these gentlemen are saying is finding a stream or a little old creek, and wherever them bees are coming to light and gathering their water, it's easier to watch them on that beeline from a water source. Yeah. Guess you're. And it taking them a little more longer to come to a bait. If you're out in the middle of a field or meadow or something like that, that's got a whole bunch of food sources there already, especially the honey. But if you go to the water source, and you can put you some bait in there as far as you use honey or lemongrass to bring that smell back, but or to draw them back to that same spot. Do it around a little stream water.
Keep that.
Could be wrong, but
I wonder if we could go sit at the Scout Lake.
or
Farm somewhere and put trash.
around the old oil wells,
Mm-hmm.
see what they're doing.
Yeah. I didn't think about that.
Because some of them old oil wells, you know, like the ones in the back field back there, they hold that water in them old holding. It ain't tanks, it's just old cinder pads and things sitting on.
Mr. Dan said, I've heard that there are more water foragers in Ohio, so it does seem easier to track out full trees. Grayson just came back in.
I mean, them old timers, they knew how to hunt them things back in the day. I mean, they didn't have the opportunities that we have nowadays to go buy a nuke or something like that. Pretty much in the old days, if you wanted bees, you had to go find you some wild bees, then kind of grow from there. So the old timers knew what they were doing in a lot of this stuff. And there's some stuff that's like the ether thing. I'm not sure. I'm not fixing to go get some starter fluid and spray in my beehive and see what happens. But
Mm-hmm. That's Bee says I always have a good water source close to my home bee. We usually do too. We have like a pole thing. It used to be like a water fountain, a little bitty, like a tabletop water fountain. So it has like little river pebbles in it for the bees to land on, and we usually keep it full of water down there in the summertime.
and for whatever reason, I guess it's micronutrient, but for whatever reason, the dirtier it is, the more they love them things.
Yeah,
Because we've tried to keep clean dishes out there, but I finally give up.
they like it with a little bit of algae on the rocks and stuff. I don't know. They came to it way better.
There's some in there they getting after it, enjoying on it. So hey, y'all know better than I do. I'll just leave it like it is. All right, here was my other one.
They said it's 7 degrees. But
Right now?
Yes.
Y'all better bundle up. That's cold.
That's really cold.
Did I ever read The Mule and the Bees in California? I can't remember if we did that one, but this is kind of, if I did and y'all remember, I don't know, but undoubtedly, some fella wrote in, it's the same American Bee. No, not the same one, it's a different one. This one is 1897. But gentleman wrote in, a fish stoned to death by bees. I can't read it all because YouTube is sensitive.
No, idiots are sensitive. Idiots that watch YouTube are sensitive.
So
I don't have the patience for that crap, but we ain't allowed to say it. But yeah, make no mistake, idiots are sensitive.
I could say it, but
I'm not taking behavior modification classes to get back on YouTube when we say it.
Some would have a fit, but we all know that the old people talked in different ways, and words that are used today are not the words that were used or didn't have the same meaning as they do days.
Because idiots are sensitive.
But I'll just say this. The man said, I had a blank thing happen to my bee yard about a week ago.
Just keep reading. You passed it up. Just keep reading. You're doing good.
I have taken an old rowboat and made a drinking fountain out for my bees. I'm planting different kinds of water plants and lilies in it so as to enable the bees to have something to climb on when they fell in the water. I also had 6 goldfish, but have become very tame, especially one of them, which was quite large. I went to the pond to feed them some worms the other day and was surprised to find the large fish was swimming on its side. I took it out of the pond, put it in a pail of fresh water, and in about 10 minutes returned to see how the fish was getting along. He said he found it dead, with his mouth and gills very much swollen up. Upon looking into its mouth, what I should find out, but a bee sting. The fish must have eaten a bee which had fallen into the water, and the bee stung the fish, which caused the fish's mouth and gills to swell so much that the fish could not breathe and therefore drowned.
From one state?
From one sting, undoubtedly. As this is the first time I've ever seen anything like this kind, I thought it might be interesting to the Bee Journal readings, and that was from Mr. William G. Holding of Hudson County, New Jersey. And that was
That's pretty wild.
September 9th, 1897. So, I don't know. I don't see why not. But there's a fishing store and bee store, y'all remember.
Lee, I need to repeat my phrase again.
Let me get in here and see where y'all going with things.
Oh, Mr. John Phillips just came in.
Mr. John P., good to see you, man.
On up the fish journal.
He did. The fish drowned. I don't know if I find that one about the old mule in here or not. I can't remember if I saved it, but long story short of that, undoubtedly there was a mule out in California this fella had in old days, and it had the tendencies to go around and kicking beehives over. And undoubtedly he got on the wrong colony one day, and they tore into that old mule, and that was a wrap.
That's terrible.
No more mule kick.
Well, he said according to California bees.
Well, that's what California says. Their bees are fish.
That's a lie.
That's California. Todd, we love you. But
Todd's not in here.
okay. We can talk
But
about
Todd
the state of
says the
California.
same thing.
I know, that's the cool part about it. Yeah. He's right there with us.
Oh, Lord.
But hey, while I'm thinking about that, I don't know if Mr. Larry's out there listening or not, but thinking about, I do have some bee stuff here. We do. Well, kind of. Thanks to Mr. Larry Gandy. Mr. Larry sent this to us, or sent, yesterday morning, talked to him. But he was just out cracking lids. It looked like what he was doing was getting his pallets lined out, getting everybody lined. You know, if he had dead outs, then he was moving them off and putting live colonies on the pallets and this and that. But let's make sure I got the right video here. I'm smashing button. I think this is it right here.
Mr. Roy's egging Lee on.
Careful.
That's that story and a half. I hear what you were asking. What was in the story and a half? Looks like it's full of honey. I have to swap this top because I can't smush that back down on. Alright, let's see what's under it. Actually, I can't. There you go. Looks like the bees on it.
We're back. But I know Mr. Larry Gandy. That's them Russian bunches that he raises up there in Mississippi. And near about every time that man sent us pictures throughout the years, his boxes constantly look like that up there.
Right.
And yes, sir, and has some fine looking bees in every one of them too. But Mr. Larry does well with them Russians.
We can come up there and play with them one day and see what we think.
Yep, Lord willing, we get up there and get to see him sometime soon. And all right, we'll see if we do a guessing game on this one because I never would have guessed this if he hadn't told me.
Mhm.
But he showed me a spot, I guess another yard, or it could have been the same yard. Anyway, but something got in, and I love to hear y'all's comments. I'll tell you right now, it was not a bear. But what do you think? Let me get us out the background a second. What do you think caused all that damage right there? It was not a bear. I'll give you that much of a hint. But I mean, you got stuff scattered all over the place right there.
The nice raccoons.
Raccoons? No.
Mr.
No.
Russell said it too.
Wasn't hogs. Wasn't horses.
Lee
got it. Yep. Undoubtedly.
Mr. Larry's listening.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah, it was heifers.
There was some heifer out there.
Mr. Dan said kids on the ATV. It was a bunch of cows got it. Made a mess.
He messed with me and said, undoubtedly cows love honey.
Lee, you must have seen that before. I don't mean that bit. I mean, like, you must have seen a mess that cows made with bee boxes before to guess it that quick.
Now, I have heard cows knocking them down, but when he sent me
He
that
said I
picture.
was looking for tracks. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Nobody's that good, Lee.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh no, Jack and they said they had a mule and 2 horses devastate 18 colonies of one.
Oh, my word. I bet that was infuriating.
Oh yeah.
It's not like you can discipline a mule.
Brother JC would.
Joey was going to say Bigfoot. Lee's CDO kicks in.
You know, Stone River. That's what I think. Just come here, good to see you.
She said it looked the exact same. That's why you guess horses so quick.
Looking for scratching poker.
Yeah. Joey gonna say this. It's crazy.
Well, he's seen big feet damage before.
I bet he has over in Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
Danae has CDO too. Mr. JW's cones is as big as cows.
And he said I had to zigzag to get away from him.
They mean business up there, I reckon.
Yeah, go again. Oh, you'd be hollering, yeah.
Down here, it's the snakes that chase you like that.
That would be a sight to see, just somebody running out through the field, no king or whatever, chasing them out through the field. Mm.
I bet it
I'm not
wouldn't
picking
be
on you,
no
Matt.
funnier than our buddy that lives by the church. this man we know. He told us this story. He laughed about it telling us, so it's okay. But I mean, the man is like 6'3". Like he's a big old man, scared to death of chickens, and a chicken got after him and chased him plumb across the cow field on the corner by the.
Right. Yeah.
Well, he is hauling tail. Like he's legitimately running from this chicken. Well, he finally like jumped up on a truck or a trailer or something to get away from this hen. It wasn't even a rooster; it was a hen. And he said he looked up and his preacher standing in the parking lot over there, doubled over, laughing at him.
Yeah. And this is good. Like she said, good sized man. And
You'd
He's a
never think he'd grown from chicken.
and he's a farmer.
He is
I
a
mean,
farmer.
They
Like for a living farmer.
they got probably several thousand acres of land. They got cattle out there. They do their own cutting, the whole shooting match. And whenever he was telling us that, we're like, bro,
I ain't believing
you
that.
got it from that chicken.
I can't believe that.
And real quietly, he said, I'm scared of chickens.
I don't like chickens. I don't like them.
No.
I was like, fair enough.
Guess we all got our
We
things
don't
that
have our
bother.
things. Yeah.
Some are T90 little spiders and some are chickens. I reckon so, Mr. Dan. Cause not what kind of brought a lot of that on is his mama got in touch with us. It was late summer and she's like, can y'all come by? And it was one of them. She'd been on the Etsy or something like that. And look, I found this chicken pen I won't build for my chickens, but I want it to be really, really nice. So, okay. Well, these people, they had a whole bunch of rough cut cypress in a barn on the back part, one part of their property back there. And so we built her a luxury chicken coop, one of the best looking chicken coops I've ever built in my life.
Cute as it could be.
But that was the whole point, was to get the chickens off the son's property over there to mama where they belong, kind of
So
thing.
he didn't have to let him out anymore. Run back to the house. It was just funny the way he told the story, I guess.
Well, he's still getting excited and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
John just sent you some kind of YouTube thing. Said he thought we'd get a kick out of it.
I'll
I'll check it out when we get on.
check it out shortly there, John. Hey, while you on here listening too, keep an eye out for that. I may holler at you, see if we can bring a swarm trap and stick up there in that old, or alongside that old tree. Get a swarm this year.
And they said geese are scary. Hey, geese can be mean though. I mean mean.
Yeah, goose and then old rooster. JB, we got
Some of them. We got the bad leaks.
Yeah.
Or they did.
we got to tearing off, and whenever we got to I knew where the one spot was that was real bad, and was trying to, I guess, kind of plan the weather out as well. But got to the one spot, found it, so I was telling everybody, I was like, look, let's just keep on tearing off and see where it goes. Well, then we found another spot. As we started tearing off, then we found one more spot away from it, which they was little, but it wasn't going to be long before they really started causing problems there as well. So we just dogged off half of that roof, and we got all of it replaced, but it just took a little bit while longer than we thought, because I had to tear a piece of a hip roof off, because there's an addition that comes to the back of that double wide, and they brought a hip roof down on top of that little roof, and that's where everything was happening in those valleys and stuff. So we didn't know we was going to have to rip the backside of that hip off and to get to everything. So that took up a whole lot of time. So we got everything repaired, got it dried in, buttoned down real good. This weather that come in last night and today, thank goodness that I know of, there wasn't any leaks on drying it in. So once this cold weather moves out, we'll be back over there to completely roof it. But those other repairs took a lot of our time yesterday. But
Lee's talking about Death Wish coffee and code. He's still doing the code for that whatever he was talking about the other day in the text when he sent you the picture thing. And he was like, Lee, I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're talking about. He's writing the computer program thing.
Still?
He's working. He's talking about drinking Death Wish coffee and coding. So, yeah.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what else trying to name that machine. The Back to the Future deal. It wasn't the protoplasm machine. I know that's what I called it the other week, but I forget what it was.
I don't remember what he called it.
Oh, Jeremy in here. Good to see you, man.
He just came in.
Seen you getting cranked up and ready as well.
Flux capacitor?
That's it.
That's what you call it?
Yep. No, that's what I was trying to call it the other day. The flux. Yep. Because undoubtedly on O'Reilly Auto Parts, I forget the part number, but you can actually look up a flux capacitor on O'Reilly Auto Parts as a website for anybody that wants to know. Fun fact.
Grandma said, baby, it's cold outside.
Yes. Jeremy saying the boy got relief when he got relief from cardiologist. Son. Oh, okay, yeah.
His baby.
Yeah, the baby that's doing better.
Oh, Mr. Roy, you should try that too. It's gooder than tomato gravy.
What's it?
He said Death Wish coffee sounds rough. It's not. It's the bomb. It's the only way I stay up till 9 o'clock.
Oh, Keith Laramore.
Blaine, put the link to O'Reilly.
Thank you, Blaine. My man.
He's on it.
Yeah. Mr. Keith Laramore. Well, actually, Hannah did. She was like, "Have you checked the emails lately?" No.
Yeah.
She's like, "You may want to check them." And she went in and she checked them and seen where you messaged a few days ago. And
We will get on some cane syrup for you.
Sure will.
Just as quick as we can. We'll get on the phone in the morning and see how quick we can get our hands on it.
Mr. Donnie will be all over that. Mr. Donnie knows the man personally that does the making of the cane syrup. And see about getting you a couple jars sent up there to you.
Come on. But actually, the Lord He took care of so much stuff on this for us, JB.
Sure did.
That, two of my brothers and a couple of their friends and several men from church and the community. And I don't know, there must have been 10 men
About that, yeah.
helping you.
We'll see, there was 5 up there with me, pretty much all the time, 5 or 6 up there on the roof with me. Then you had another 4 or 5, yeah, so it was about 10 or 11 men on the ground. And I got to brag about the ladies too, because the ladies come together and said, "Look, we're going to make sure everybody gets fed." So a couple of women from the church and Hannah's aunt and Hannah's 2 uncles made sure there was plenty of food for folks to eat that got there. And
we had fried chicken and pulled pork and macaroni and baked beans and 2-pound cakes and cookies and whatever else was out there.
If they went home hungry, it was their own fault, that's for sure. But the good Lord absolutely worked it out. I just got to brag on God for a second. He got all the shingles and everything to fortify that roof. And anybody that fools with roofs, everything that's involved with all that. Everything to fortify it, from drying it in, putting new shingles on, ridge cap, whole shoot match.
A local contractor donated every bit of it.
Yep. All our button caps we needed. Thank the Lord we had plenty of coil nails to do it from jobs left over. And then one of the local lumber companies we trade with a lot down here on our end of work, they caught wind of it and they said, "Look, we'll be happy to donate y'all some plywood and this and that. And I was like, well, hey, sure appreciate you on that. They asked me what it looked like on the coal nail situation. I was like, well, I got about 3/4 of the box. They said, you know where they're at, Tim. Go back there and get you a box and go load up some plywood. Just hand this to the man outside. And the Lord worked every bit of it out. So it was a blessing.
In a whole lot of ways.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good fellowship too. There's people you don't get to hang out with all the time. I mean, good time. I didn't have to crawl around on the roof this time.
Well, everybody got up there and busted their tails and made sure we was able at least to get things repaired and dried in. But
Well, it was the correct one as far as my husband's concerned, Mr. Roy. But it's 2 cups of sugar to a gallon of tea. And I had 5 gallons of that stuff mixed up and made.
she did good. She did right. She didn't cut me on my sugar this time. Usually when she makes my tea, I'll kind of make a fuss about it.
Thanks, I skimp on sugar.
She skips the sugar in the tea.
He says it's not a mounded up scoop of sugar. But if I put a flat scoop of sugar, he accuses me of skimping on his sugar.
She's not doing it. But she got it right.
Because I didn't mound it up 2 cups of sugar.
I appreciate you. You're going to listen to me one of these days.
You always tell me don't do a mounded up. Or you don't do a mounded up.
You don't do a heaping mound. You do like
Well,
a
that's what I did yesterday.
kind of off round.
Well, I didn't do that.
But you did good. Huh.
Oh, Lee's on my side.
Y'all see her on this camera. She's mean.
Yeah. I'm so mean to you all the time. I stayed up till 8:30 last night baking him Friday night a lemon honey pound cake because that's his favorite.
She did good too.
Even though my aunt was baking my daddy's favorite pound cake, I still stayed up and made his favorite. But I'm just horrible to him, y'all.
Y'all
So
see what I'm
mean.
talking about?
All the time.
And that pound cake come out of that pan. Perfect.
It did. The first time in my life that thing come out and I didn't have to glue none of the crust back on. I was so happy.
I know. I just got to rattle her cage.
I don't know. There's a lot of people that wouldn't agree with you today. I try to be, but it's a whole lot of idiots running around down here.
Well, if you ain't one of the idiots, you're okay because, like,
Yeah.
y'all seen, the eyes rolled around the world or whatever it was. People already seen that on here, So
Whatever.
she's good to me. I'll say that. But I just love rattling that cage. You know what I'm saying, too?
She likes to hear my eyes roll sometimes.
It ain't a good day unless you can wind them up. Then when they get fired up, just look at them and smile. That's all you got to do. Oh, you think this is funny?
Yeah. It's a real good way to start a fire.
But,
oh, thank you. Good night.
Is it because she's the only girl in Alabama you know?
Whatever. Why don't you just bust my bubble?
See, Lee does it to her now. Rattles her cage.
That's a love language in the South. If they don't pick on you, they don't really like you. I am the only girl she knows in Alabama.
Like she was honest on it.
That's fun.
She's good too. Ain't no plus on my end.
I sure hope not after all these years. You love me, but he don't you?
Keith Larimore, if I had to cut back to 1 cup of sugar in my tea, I'd just going to decaf was bad enough. which I've adjusted to that. And actually, my tea tastes better, seems like, since I went to decaf. But the daggum heart doctor said, well, you got to cut out the caffeine if you're drinking 1.5 gallons a day. So,
Right. Oh, my word.
you was not wrong at all, my friend. Not at all. You seen opportunity and you held on to it. High five you through the screen.
What are you doing? That's hilarious, Brian.
Well, it's like, when you see them little things, it's like, yes, you done got worked up over that. So, okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Russell said you're still alive, so you didn't call her. So maybe he put the ginger in there
Yeah.
and just maybe kind of said the chunk part real
Real
You're my
with his
ginger.
back turned.
And when she said, what'd you say? I love you.
Yeah. That's a dead giveaway. He just said something really stupid if he comes back with I love you. His brain had time to register. That's the danger zone.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Don't repeat that.
I'm treading. Better be careful.
You just throw the word cute in there somewhere. That'll soften it up a little bit. Oh my word. What's wrong with you?
It's cold, he said.
It is cold. I just can't get comfortable.
Blaine says, I just run the opposite direction. I'm gone. I'll be back when she cools down in a little bit.
Yeah.
Ease in the door, look around. Whew, okay.
Ginger chunks is a far cry from my chunky ginger. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend calling her a chunky ginger.
That might get you into trouble.
That might just get you in trouble. And it's awful cold outside right now, bro. You landed in the same spot. Mm-hmm.
He's
Same
being
spot.
obnoxious now.
He's there.
Take it on. Well, let me put the deal in here. Anybody hits it, come on. If not, we'll take it. Uh-oh.
All right, you gotta get down so I can.
Wherever to go. There we go. Invite the guest. Do the copy button.
Okay.
Might take me a minute.
Need my shoes.
Okay, it should be in there. Y'all hit the button, come in if you want. If not, we'll carry on whatever. We'll get into food, I guess, next.
What would you do?
Well, we kind of had to back off of it a little bit.
Mr. Dan can tell us how that banana bread turned out.
And since it is going to be cold, we can make the run to the local Piggly Wiggly and get whatever you need to do. That's sour bread.
Blaine said I just ate, so I'm ready.
The man's ready to go.
Get your Dr. Pepper and settle in.
Yep.
You just
Lord, yeah. Larry Moore. Man says, I hope this freeze doesn't kill all the balloons.
We have red buds.
Yeah, the red buds are going crazy. Still, dandelions all over there. There was some dandelion already starting to seed a little bit. We seen going to the feed store the other day. Then a little bit of white clover, but not too much yet. But definitely, if there's any young bloom,
Oh, no.
this doggone freeze is going to get anything around here.
Blaine is out with Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper.
What's the 911 number? Uh, there you go. Y'all send it. Look, you can get it sent to your house now, Blaine. They'll understand if you got to call Blaine. Just explain your situation. But yeah, as far as anything really blooming out here, that's pretty well it. I'm gonna say they was pulling off them dandelions these last few days that it was warm for the most part. Went down and looked at everybody, and they was bringing in truckloads of pollen amongst everybody. So they was out working, and I imagine they was pulling a little nectar in. But that colony had to take and put the that quilt box on earlier today before this cold air got in. Hopefully, try to catch that condensation. When I popped that inner cover off, they made it through the last good cold snap we had that was in the 20s. I'm really hoping they make it through this one, but it's a small cluster in there, maybe about 3 frames of bees, and that's pretty well it in that box whenever I rolled it back and looked. So, really hoping that'll help them out with that quilt box or not. I don't know if there's enough bees in there to where to justify helping it as far as keeping the condensation, but I'm going to say they hadn't grown very much since the last spell, and they literally had condensation running out of the box. Thankfully, we got everybody tilted 3/4 of an inch on the back, so everything was running down and out and away from them. So we'll see how the old whip box works. Where we at? Mr. Roy said have a couple feet of snow. Might dig down, check the dandelion bloom tomorrow. I know a lot of these are still, I guess, winter hardy, so a good deal of them may make it through. But I guess the only benefit that we have that a lot of y'all ain't having right now is we don't have the ice. We definitely didn't have the snow, and our ground, it's got to be shown enough cold for our ground to even freeze and 1/2 inch down under the soil. So as far as root system and everything, everybody should be pretty good. But I guess any heavy frost that we may get in these next couple of days is really going to tell the tale on that end. All right, where we at? Get back up here and Lee and Blaine. What's he saying there?
It's a beets and that thing. Lee's talking about they put pepperoni on a grilled cheese sandwich.
Pepperoni and grilled cheese sandwich?
Good.
Hey. That does sound pretty good. Never thought of that.
We did ham and grilled cheese a couple weeks ago, but I've never put pepperoni. That sounds really good.
Now she did. We were sitting around talking to some friends the other day and talking about different, because it's always, what do you want? Yeah, what do you want for dinner? And she'll hit me at 7:30 in the morning.
No, I do not. I give until like 9:30, and then start thinking about what you want me to cook tonight.
And what's my story?
I'm not hungry.
I hadn't made it to lunch
I
yet.
don't know.
I don't know. So after lunch, she'll hit me again. What you want? You better be thinking something for supper on the way home. Okay. Well, we was talking about having that discussion at some friend's house the other day. And they was like, oh, well, we do these different kind of meals. And
Yeah,
there was a couple of them was like,
I don't know about that.
yeah.
But there was one that we tried out. We modified it a little bit. It kind of it sounds gross and it looked gross, but it was good.
It was good.
It was really good. Like I did ground beef, brown it up, and did it with the seasoning like you're gonna make tacos. And then they said they put salsa in it, but I melted a block of cream cheese in the meat and
Hold
made it
on.
like a thick dip, like a taco dip. But then you just pour it like it was kind of like loaded nachos, but we did Doritos and covered the Doritos with the meat dip, and then I covered that with the white cheese and salsa mix. It was good.
It was good.
He actually asked for it the next night too.
Told her, I said, we got any of that left? She's like, well, no, I got some hamburger meat left though. I said, any chance you willing to rattle them pans in there and get after it again? Well, yeah, that's what you want.
Honestly, Lee, it was really good. I think the only thing I'm gonna do different is next time I'm gonna throw like a can of Rotel in. I mean, I think they said they did it like they didn't put anything in the meat. They just did it taco meat and put it on the Doritos, and then they put like shredded cheese and sour cream and salsa. But we just wanted to do something different.
What was that dip? The
We
queso
might
dip?
do it tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, get the white queso dip that you just dip your potato chips in.
But it was the queso and salsa
Okay.
mix because it had a little bit of salsa in it. But
it
I think
was-
I'm gonna throw a can of Rotel in it next time with the cream cheese. It was good
It
though.
was
I couldn't
good.
believe because he said they called it garbage. And when I put the plate together, I told Tim, I was like, I get why they call it garbage. Like, I don't know if I can make myself eat this. It don't look good at all, but it was really, really good.
Just the only bad thing about it was you probably have a little better effort if you just use like tortilla chips. But the Doritos, if you didn't get after it real quick, they kind of started getting flexible a little bit, I guess. But it wasn't soggy
Yeah.
nasty, but it was like,
By the time we got to the bottom, we had to have a spoon.
yeah.
All right, now is that the same little green chilies they put in the Rotel, Lee?
What you know good, Jay? Why she's
That's what
between
they
that?
said. I'm sorry. I told Jay, hey.
Huh.
I put the question mark, not that was supposed to be an exclamation point, Jay. I'm sorry. They said they put refried beans on it too, but he doesn't do refried beans, so we just left that out.
It
Hey, we've done that before, Brian.
we'll shoot you a recipe, Lee.
Yeah.
Anybody else or
Blaine said make a video.
we may do that.
We
since
might
we're gonna
make
be
it tomorrow.
locked in for a couple of days. Be something to
Mhm.
do. I don't know what we'll call it. What y'all want to call it?
Yeah,
Y'all name it. We'll call it.
because it's pretty different from what they did, so we can't call it garbage. I don't know. We'll do the video and let y'all name it for us.
We'll call it slop.
I want to call it slop. It was a lot better than that.
Well, that's where the food is. You're like, "Ooh,
Cold
yeah,
food.
I don't want this slop. And then taste it, be like,
You got cold food.
it's pretty good.
It is stinking cold. Larimore said, call me when it's ready. The good garbage. I like that.
Well, what else we do fun and interesting this week?
I don't know.
We were.
Did a whole lot of cooking.
Yeah, you did. She did. Got all them cookies and everything done. Uh,
I did. I was baking a little fool Friday. And Saturday morning got up and did homemade macaroni and baked beans. Used Keith Spillman's honey to make them baked beans. It was so good.
Mr. Roy, I'm not skinny. It's taken me 43 years to get this figure.
He works hard for it, Mr. Roy.
The doctor said
He's lean.
I'm lean. He said, Tim, you're not skinny, you're lean. I told her, I said, if I was a cow at market, I'd sell for a good price.
He's so proud of himself.
Yep.
You get cold. Get under the blanket.
You ain't even showed yourself to nobody tonight.
You got the camera all twisted. It's comfy.
It's cold, he said.
We got a fuzzy blanket. Now you're gonna look up at the camera.
Yeah. Oh, was y'all talking to me?
Uh-huh.
Really? Just
Now you gonna say hi?
people.
Hmm.
Trying to think what else fun and interesting we did this week in our life.
I did not say hi. He gave you a kiss, but he ain't on camera.
Mm-hmm. Can't hardly keep his eyes open over here.
Mm-mm.
You understand that?
We built a porch roof
We did.
and painted a deck.
Got that done. 90% of it, because
It started raining when we got to the ramp.
good old weather, man. You know, they always on point with things. And
Mm.
yeah,
Even when their video title or their live stream title is "We've got it pinpointed now," and y'all still missed it by a country mile for almost everybody.
sure
Yeah, but they just gonna gloss over that fact.
man told me, he said, which we Hannah's known them longer than I have, but known people for many years, and they're wonderful folks. And he said, well, Tim, you'll be finished today, won't you? I said, yes, sir. He said, well, tell me what I owe you, and I'll have you a check. They had to go to a service or something that morning. He said, I'll have your money for you when we leave. All right. So I told him, I said, Mr. Ronnie, it's the end balance on thing. All right. I said, by the time y'all get home, this baby will be painted up, looking good, and call me when you're ready for the next job. All right.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't no more left, and it's honest goodness truth. We got all the porch deck painted on that thing and started to go down the ramp. And lo and behold, started sprinkling. So I told her, I said, just stop right now before we go any further with this thing, because it's going to blotch it all up and we'll have to come back and this and that. So I called the man, told him, I said, here's what's happening, Mr. Ronnie. He's like, oh, son, you all right? Just get back over here when you can. Yes.
And now the whole weekend of rain and 40-degree weather for highs for 3 or 4 days.
I told him, I said,
Lee beat me too. I was trying to make up my mind if that was a troll
I missed it. I
or if
reckon.
somebody come in and make the females start dinner.
Oh, we got one of
I'd
y'all.
gladly
Like-
make my husband supper, and I'd fix a plate and bring it to him in his chair.
Careful
But
bumping
it's
them gums
not,
behind the computer
because
screen.
he tells me in a derogatory manner to go do so. It's because I love my husband.
I doubt you'd say that to any man's face to face. But anyway,
Lee got it. Tonight was fixing to come off. There's DC.
what you say, man?
Hey, let us know when you get back because we got to show you something, DC. You missed it.
Oh, well, we should.
He said it'd be right back. He's feeding his dogs.
Oh, all right.
Most important job of the day.
Mm-hmm.
They gotta eat.
I made my wife mad this week.
Oh,
She said she was cold. October.
Poor Larimore. He said I fell through a floor and had a call to a mold infested house. My luck wasn't good this week.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrible.
Yeah, they do, Mr. Roy. That's all they got time for. You know. Get your mama to bring you a snack, boy.
Larimore made his wife mad this week. Said she was always cold. I told her she'd get in front of the stove. She'd warm up. You mean the wood burning stove or the cooking stove? I wouldn't mind having to bake all them cookies today, but I was sweating Friday doing it. It was so hot down here.
Well,
Or it was so humid. It wasn't really hot. It was warm, but it was very humid.
we was talking about doing that painting, and I was on the way to work. I was looking at the phone and just seeing where the rain and what the weather was. And I happened to look at the humidity, and the humidity was sitting at 96% at 7:30 that morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, this probably ain't gonna go quite as fast as I was hoping.
How long did it take you to wake up?
He'd probably say, I don't remember.
Uh-huh.
But I know the sun was shining when I went down.
Yeah.
Good to say, Chris. Good to see you, man. And other Chris, too. I don't know if he's still in here, but man.
It's 21st day. His name is Chris, too.
Oh.
I think I called him the wrong name. He said she was after my good eye.
Yeah.
She's fighting dirty. Yeah, but I called him the wrong name last week, and I can't even remember what name I called him.
Well, we still got to get our little. I don't tell Charlie.
Our little cheat
borrow
sheet.
from Charlie and do the cheat sheet and go, okay. Now we got it.
Charlie has a cheat sheet for everything, though. Like temperature calculations from Celsius to Fahrenheit and the whole 9 yards. He was brilliant about that. Okay. 21st B is Michael. I think I called him Chris last week then.
But Chris the Bugman coming tonight.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Oh,
So I don't think I've ever felt 17% humidity.
I don't know that I have either.
I really don't think I've ever felt it.
I think the lowest we probably felt in humidity down here is maybe the low 50s and high 40s, low 50s.
It is rare that it gets lower than that.
I've done got stuck watching a dude removing beaver dams. This is just what goes on in my head, y'all.
Cleaning drainage ditches.
Yeah. I told her, I said, the only thing I can figure out of it is just listening to that creek water running.
The sounds are great. Like, I don't want to watch it. I'm scared something's going to jump out and it's going to give me nightmares. But I love to listen to it because it's like tree frogs and bullfrogs and water running. No, DC, everybody's freezing. But look, we got to show you something. Brian and Kathy Baker done went to bed, but they sent us.
She finally got it, DC.
They made me a dishwasher, DC. Mr.
Bingo.
Randy said it was for, or Mr. Dan, somebody said it was for a dollhouse. I thought you'd get a kick out of that. Steve Amos.
He's in the Carolinas, I think.
Yeah.
One of the Carolinas up there.
Ooh, DC got down to 20. We're gonna be close to that tonight.
Here, what's it? Here,
Tonight or tomorrow.
let's see what it actually be in the morning whenever we our normal time of getting up. Oh,
It's like
oh.
25 tonight. And it's only gonna warm up to 40. And then it'll be 20 tomorrow morning. Not Tuesday morning. It'll be 20.
We'll be right there with you on our load.
Yeah. It's only gonna warm up to the low 40s. That's what's gonna be rough. Oh, Blaine's at 18. It's supposed to be 13 tonight. That's cold for Texas, ain't it? I know some places get cold.
I imagine like northern Texas, where you probably have that quite often. But
Bluff City BK said it's supposed to be 9 degrees. It's 2 degrees at Danae's right now.
what state you in, Bluff City? If you don't mind.
That is very true, Lee. A lot of people talk about that. Like even my best friend in Dallas, she put a video on earlier today. Snow and ice everywhere. But
Oh, in her neck of the woods, Texas.
yeah, well, I mean, she's out just outside Dallas. But even she talks about like when she comes home, it feels so much colder here because the humidity's so much worse. Negative
Oh,
20s.
North Mississippi. Lord, yeah, I saw talking about
that's
North
Stephen
Mississippi.
Rogers. Okay, hey, Stephen. You
Uh,
changed your name.
we was watching, like we were talking earlier, to some of these weather dudes on the YouTube and watching, well, like Oxford and Corinth and all that up there in mid and northern Mississippi, buddy. Yeah, you people up there in Mississippi dealing with that, good grief.
Mr. Russell Koopman, he was talking about they were at 0. Or no, he said it warmed up to 0 earlier. And they're at -9 actual temperature right now.
I don't see how y'all do it
Uh-uh.
up there. It's got.
My joints have been unlocked up.
I give it to y'all in the North Country.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. I know it's gonna be rough for a whole lot of people that ain't got power.
Yeah, because they was chirping about that down here a little bit. And then everything changed, this and that. But I told her, I said, well, may have to just go get some gas for the generator if doggone power's supposed to be going out. But I just, Lord willing, folks can just stay warm and get through this. That's without power.
Stephen, I thought we had subbed to your channel, but we just went and subbed to it.
Bingo.
Or I just did.
And that's, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because I've been telling myself, I see DC's community posts all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And DC, I'm gonna try to make a habit out of this by hollering at you throughout the week and do like we used to on old chats and throw out some of the smaller channels names out there so folks can go sub and kind of start
boosting some other beekeepers.
Because I mean, y'all done it for us and many others.
Finding new beekeeping channels too.
He's got a knack for that.
Mm-hmm.
How in the world he's doing, I don't know. But If it's cool with you, DC, I'll probably be trying to holler at you in the latter parts of the weeks and say, hey, what's a couple channels?
Redfish said if he takes the Natchez Trace, he can be in Corinth in 45 minutes.
No, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because y'all said you're like up North Alabama, right? Like just south of Tennessee. Mm-hmm.
But if nothing else, we could start the night off, go hook Stephen up. Love City Bee
Yep,
Company right there.
we got it started.
Yep. Y'all go hit the subscribe button for the man, if you will.
I didn't even look and see how many. Where's he at? Oh, he's at 1.62K.
Yeah, you get. Yeah, so that's
Jasper.
rude. We're on TV. If you ain't sub, go holler at him.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'll
That was rude.
try to holler at you and
You did that.
get some of these smaller channels some more subs that's doing well. I'm trying to get the name out there. He said, yeah, you're right.
Thank
there.
you, Lee. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, y'all dealing with that ice and mess up there too, ain't you?
Most people must already be stubborn.
Good. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I got a secret weapon in my pocket. D6. Don't tell nobody. All right.
Mm-hmm. I need something, Mr. Dan.
He's bad about it.
Dude, that'd be cool, Steven. Live streaming cutout.
Yeah, here you go.
Mm.
Maybe. I'll try to holler at old, since we are fixing to get into swarm season and cutout season for a lot of folks, the ones of you that do the cutouts. I'll see if I can reach out to old Rodney and see about getting him.
He's gonna say that. Give everybody some pointers.
Yeah, the man has got some tricks up his sleeve. Now, I don't know if he'll give them all out, but he may give out a tip or two
He can't
to
give
get
out
you
his
there.
secret.
But the man definitely has got a knack for that as well, and has made a good name for himself in his area, undoubtedly. But y'all know, old Rodney just constantly on something during season.
You'll make it, Steven. Ooh, that's exciting, DC. Tips for money.
Well, how many dead outs have we had this year? We had the one. Are y'all pretty well?
Everybody holding steady.
Yeah, or has it
I
been?
guess this cold will tell.
Or a year of, man, doggone, I lost more than I wanted, or I didn't lose any.
Two.
You jumped on up. How many did you say, Larry Moore? 30 something? What all them swarms you got this year?
Bunch of hives going into winter. He had like a crazy amount. That's good, DC.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Business be booming.
Well, especially since you got your self rigged up with a warmer, with the old Kenmore Whirlpool. I forget which one you got. But,
Ooh, Mr. Roy, I would love that.
all right, Mr. Dan says I'm still at 100% steady. Still had to get through
Yeah.
February though. I tell you what,
Laremore's at 37 now. Mike's bees are covered in snow. Oh.
all we ain't built for this stuff, are we?
Mm-mm.
What do you got?
No.
So,
DC lost his red dot queen to the cold,
uh-oh.
so he's down to 6. But you still got bees, DC.
Mm-hmm.
Still got bees. I really would love to see that if you could get one, Mr. Roy. I don't guess Danae's gotten too much snow yet. She usually hooks me up with some pretty pictures.
Snow.
Or she sent me some. Like last week, I think. That's it, DC. Start socking that honey money away for Naughty.
Well, so the numbers ain't too terribly bad so far for the ones of you that can get into your bees, I
Yeah.
guess. Thank goodness. What the year of dead outs don't look like.
Yeah. A lot of people doing good so far. Oh, blame me. Not at all. Oh, that's cool. Stephen only lost 3 so far.
Well, good deal.
Yeah.
All right, the numbers are looking pretty
We
good.
lost 1.
Lost them all.
And then if those don't hang on, that'd be 2.
I'm really hoping this quilt box will allow them to pull through.
Yeah. I was
But-
worried when he said how much moisture was built up in that box.
We're gonna try it out. I don't know if any of y'all out there in YouTube land has tried the chafe box or quilt box as they call it nowadays. But
I like quilt box better.
we'll see. I guess we'll let y'all know on that end. I don't know about next week because it ain't supposed to get no kind of flying weather for them either this week.
I don't think it's gonna hit 50 degrees this week. The smallest or the oldest. Well, Bud, you know about talk to 2 hours away to see you.
Hell, I ain't even
Flew
looked at
on
time.
by
Yeah,
10 minutes.
10.
No.
Oh, hey, we did good, people. We did good.
Maybe in the next couple of weeks we'll have his professor outfit put together.
Hope so. I'm looking for my fancy jacket. I got to get me a bow tie
Hmm.
and what was that old? What they call it? Beer goggles.
Coat bottom glasses.
Yeah.
We're getting into our 2 weeks of winter. I know it's weird. I'm surprised it's gonna be this cold for this long down here. Normally our cold snaps are only like 2 or 3 days at the most. But it's gonna be a whole week. Because next weekend's supposed to be nasty cold. That's why we didn't want to put the roof off yesterday.
And I tell you what, Bubba, whenever that front comes moving through here, it didn't last but maybe 4 or 5 minutes. But when that thing come moving in through here, all of a sudden we heard limbs breaking, stuff slamming all up against the house here. I looked out the window, them old oaks is swaying back and forth, and I was thinking to myself, well, is this one of these tornadoes they haven't let us know about yet?
Mm.
And just as quick as it come in, boom, it idled down. I mean, it literally like it just shut off.
But I was praying to the Lord that old dead pine tree wouldn't fall on our big boxes.
Yeah, that's one thing I got to get out there and do too. There's an old pine that got hit by lightning, and if it goes down, it's going to go down.
Right on one of our special horizontal heights. And
Yeah.
I don't want to lose that thing. I do not want to lose that box.
No, so next paycheck or two, I may, which I need to do anyway, is get me another saw blade for the old chainsaw and just drop that joker.
Well, sounds like your plan is working. CC with your treatment.
Mm-hmm.
Got low numbers.
Yeah.
We got a good bit of rain today. It rained most of the day.
Mm-hmm. We got a good. It thundered and light. Well, it was stormed pretty good last night for a while, and that just kind of blew on out. Then finally, when that weather moved on in about 9 or 10 o'clock this morning, it got rough for a minute, but
Mr. Dan said, how large of a bar do you need?
16 for that little old saw.
You need
I mean, no, I mean, the 16 would be plenty for that old pine out there. Cause I mean, circumference on that thing probably ain't 18 inches wide, maybe. It's a young pine, but it's old long leaf, and that joker's just straight on up to the top, probably about 60 feet. Yeah, and John P., if you still in here, I don't know if you are or not, but I gotta holler at you on that come along. I gotta call John about getting that come along from him and hooking that puppy up.
No, I didn't see that, did you see? What happened here from
Huh?
What happened here from
I let John borrow it a couple of years ago.
Oh.
Remember, the satsuma tree was blooming so much that it was splitting the satsuma tree,
Yeah.
and he was trying
I
to.
forgot all about that.
Me too, until Mr. Dan was talking about that saw.
What did the power company do, Jason? Did you see that?
Mm-mm. If they did it anything like they do down here now, they probably butchered that thing all up.
Mm-hmm.
Because for whatever reason, Alabama Power went through where they hired a bunch of crews not long ago, but 15 feet off that power line.
On each side of the power line.
Yep. They started cutting them back. It don't matter if you have a tree close to it or not. Now they'll cut around it, make it look all messed up, but for the most part, they just went through and topped a whole bunch of people's trees. And
he said they stripped some of his trees down to just a pole standing there.
Mm-mm.
I'm being a little aggravated.
All right, Lee. Take care of yourself. Yeah, we're going
I'm fixing to do the same in a moment.
to wrap it up ourselves. Thankfully,
I think we're taking off tomorrow.
you're the boss.
We're taking off tomorrow in this cold. Oh, I imagine. I'd have been fit to be tied. But you know, he was mad if he was speechless.
That's a lot of what they did, layering more around here. They brought that helicopter in. They was doing them big transmission lines or whatever you call them, the big lines. And which was pretty cool. That old dude running through here with that helicopter and them big old skill saw blades, basically what they had on there. And you could just hear them running through that thing. And what they couldn't get with them helicopters, they had ground crews coming in and just on down the way. I had a fit whenever we first moved in here because we was trying to keep our wood line, keep the privacy from the highway kind of thing. And they was like, "Oh, sir, we ain't got to cut, but you know, so far right here and this and that." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool, good." Well, we left to go to work and come home, and there's a 4-lane highway cut out basically where they went through and just.
I was so mad.
I said, "What happened to a little bit of, just 20 feet or so?" "Oh, no, we got to go 30, 35 feet on each side and this and that, bringing a new line through and so on and so forth." I was like, "Really?" But
I was so mad.
can't put them back together. Then we bought some azalea bushes. I'll tell you this. When we went and bought us some azalea bushes that year, I was thinking, the azaleas, it won't take them a couple of years. They'll be up. We'll have privacy right through that way again. And planted pretty red and white ones all down the fence line. Everybody did good. Well, one of them died and it left a spot, an empty spot. And I was like, that just defeats the whole purpose because I was wanting to fill in to make a hedgerow, if you will. I worked around that thing, and lo and behold, we went and bought. It was one of the white ones that died, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Went and bought a brand new white azalea, put it right beside where the old one was that we thought had died, because they were literally just snags sticking out of the ground. But the next spring, guess what? It come back a lot. So now we got 2 different varieties of white azalea right there together.
On top of each other.
Yeah, we'll see what they do.
Larimore said they had a power company around here come through with a helicopter cutting right of ways, and that baby was bad.
Well, at the time, whenever they was doing that here, we was remodeling a bathroom for a gentleman, and he owned about 60 acres right there. And we was over there and should have known it coming out of this old coot's mouth, but we was out there one day, and I think we was taking a break or something like that, and old Nelson, "Y'all hear that helicopter coming in?" He was like, "Yes, sir." He said, "Y'all watch. I just bought that thing, and they fixing to land it in my field for me out there." It was like, "All right, Nelson, the man's got enough money if he wanted to buy him a helicopter, you know." Okay. They come in with that doggone thing, and they hadn't hooked that blade up yet. That's what it was. And we didn't see that big old long blade laid out in the field out there. And they brought that old helicopter, brought it in, set it down. He said, "I'll be right back."
Mm-hmm.
Old man, he goes across the road over there, talks to him for a few minutes, comes back, and he said, "They fixing to go to work for me." All right, brother, I hear you. You got it going on that good, you know. And there they go with that big old saw. A little while later, he said, "I'm just fooling with y'all. That's the power company. They asked if they could lease my field out there to land that helicopter." And I was like, "You sorry joker." I said, "You got me on that." Can't see you, Captain. Let me go back out, see if it'll pop it back up.
My mother said you gotta love it.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Really
great.
good stuff. Well, I can't get you, Mr. Mark. It ain't showing you your picture there. What are you gonna do? I ain't getting up that there. We'll put that in here. There we go. I got you now. Let me get this one off here, or if I can. There we go, Mr. Mark.
Hey Tim, how you doing, buddy?
Good, Captain. How are you?
I'm good. I just pop in here to say hi.
Well, we appreciate you, brother. Look like you nice and warm now.
Yeah, I'm sitting by the wood stove out here in the shop.
I
Pretty
heard that.
nice. Yeah, how are y'all doing?
We making it. Trying to adjust right now these next few days. You know how us southern folks can't take this cold.
Cutting out on me.
Uh-oh. Are we? Let me make it big here. If I can. Well, it won't let me get into it there. Nope. There we go. Got you now. Uh-oh. So he's smashing buttons too. Well, I was trying to get him full screen. I didn't know if he was trying to show something there. In the shop, knowing him, he's whittling on something. I didn't block him. Or I didn't mean to block him. That's the. Try it again, Mr. Mark. Be up to it. No,
Who pushed the button?
I'll get you back in here. I don't think I cut him. I could have by accident. Not sure. But I don't think this one was on me too much.
Yeah, the house maybe.
Oh, I didn't think about that. A lot of folks dealing with the bad service because of the weather. Got all about that. Well, we'll give him another minute or two if he feels like it. Then if not, we'll wrap her on it. Okay, let's see. There we go. Got you back.
I think you got it now.
All right.
I didn't want nothing. I just gonna say hi. I didn't
Oh,
have to work today, so I'm not out on that truck right now. So
I'm glad they didn't send you off on nothing. Lord knows.
well, I just told him I wasn't going.
Man said, nope.
Sorry, I'm staying home. Yeah, it ain't worth it to me.
No, Lord, no.
I got to go down to Little Rock, and they got hit pretty hard down that way, I think. So,
Yeah, we got some preacher friend that they went to a conference in Texas, but they live in South Arkansas. And they said they wasn't even going to be able to drive back that way for 3 or 4 days.
yeah.
Yeah, mercy, I didn't realize it was that bad, but seeing pictures of what people's got going on, I sure wouldn't want to be in that mess.
No, it ain't no point in leaving the house. You're not going to cover much ground, so it just ain't really worth it. I'll just wait, give them a day or so to clean up the roads, and then I can move on, I hope.
Well, you starting to you cranking up, getting ready for queens and boxes and this and that.
Well,
Uh-oh. Buffering again. I think so. Yeah. And probably everybody home this evening. Everybody's on the internet too, probably slowing things down, I imagine.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we ain't been buffering and cutting up. That'd be a good screenshot we need to hold Mr. Mark though, right there. Uh, nothing else, Mr. Mark. We'll try it again next Sunday, Captain. Let's see. Mr. Dan's asking Mr. Mark, are they like UPS where they penalize you if you have an incident on the road? I imagine them truckers, they probably got them under the thumb on so much stuff. If you have a chicken light out, they probably put a point or mark on you on your driving. Yeah, I imagine DC, a lot of folks is getting that snow. They chirping about it's supposed to snow down here this weekend, which they said that about this run too. But the last several days they've been kind of consistent with it, so we'll see what it does. And I'd love to have it for several days of it, but I can take about a day and then I'm ready for it to mosey on and head on out. It's pretty every once in a while, but I sure don't want to live in. Especially since we got what we got last year with doggone 7 or 8 inches that we got around here. But I think down at actually Pensacola, which is crazy, Pensacola got more than we got. I think they got about 10 or 11 inches down there in Pensacola whenever that nest was through last year. That snow. Poor,
Cold enough to snow.
poor Deb, the sun bunny. I know she's down that way pretty close, and I believe it was her saying that, you know, they got close to a foot down in Pensacola last year. So no, thank goodness we ain't had nothing this year. I figured it was going to at least sleep a little bit the way everything was looking, but it just rained. But all right, y'all. I guess I'm gonna wrap it on up. Y'all put an extra log on the fire, crank the heater up, or do like we're gonna do. Put another quilt on the bed. But that is something a good night to get on good heavy quilt. Like the old days. Yeah, I know how it used to be. Mama or Mama put an extra one of them old time quilts on the bed and sleep like a little button. But y'all stay safe out there. And I reckon till then, God bless you. Lord willing, we'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all take care.
Well, guess that's it for today. See you next time at Gunline Bees.